So we finally have a second Mortal Kombat movie. Is it better than the first one? Yes, 100%. But that's not really saying much. Look, it's very hard to make a movie out of a fighting game that has no real plot, no really developed characters, or anything to truly, really explore. So it's just going to be difficult to make a movie out of it. But I gotta give Mortal Kombat 2, and honestly the first one, credit for just going all in on the Mortal Kombat aspects of it. Now, before I get into this review, I just want to state I'm not really the biggest fan of Mortal Kombat. I think I played it one time at my cousin's house. I honestly don't really know. So I'll be approaching this review as just a movie enjoyer and not a Mortal Kombat fan, because I'm not. And honestly, I just never really got into it. Maybe if I did get into it, I'd really like it, but I'm just not a fan. That doesn't mean I hate Mortal Kombat. That's not what I'm saying at all. I don't really know anything about the universe or the lore of this game series and this movies. I saw the first one when it came out on streaming. I did not like it at all, so I didn't want to put myself through it again, watching it again right before going to see the second one. But from what I remember off the first one, this second one is a huge improvement. They've improved on the CGI, the characters, the fights, actually having a Mortal Kombat tournament going on. I think that wasn't going on in the first one. Like, I don't know the lore, guys, I'm sorry. And they also brought back a lot of people's favorite character, and personally my favorite character from the first one, Kano. Also introduced Johnny Cage, played by Karl Urban, who is easily the best thing about this film. Honestly, Kano and Cage steal every scene they're in, and those two actors, Josh Lawson, I think I'm saying that correct, that he's an Aussie, amazing actor from what I've seen, and Karl Urban, he's a legend. I'll honestly see a third film, and they're definitely making a third film now, just for those two guys. Like, I'll be happy to go to the theater and like, I'm gonna do this just for these guys. That being said, unfortunately, this isn't really a Johnny Cage movie. It's kind of like really marketed to be his film, but it's more of a Katana film, like her character. I didn't really know anything about her. The actress didn't really impress me. Her storyline was typical. It's nothing bad. It's definitely safe in all aspects. But I'm like, I signed up for Karl Urban. Like, that's what I came here for. At the end of the day, she's just like, better than the main guy from the first one. Honestly, they completely sidelined the main character from the first movie, and I'm honestly glad about that, because he was so poorly written, and the actor, I want to blame him for a bad acting job, but in the day, the writing was super bad. I don't think the writers really knew what they wanted to do with his character, so he couldn't really do much. So it's not really his fault. And I'm honestly not the biggest fan of sidelining characters that are established well in a previous movie. If they didn't work out in the last movie, just make it better in the second one. So they just sidelined him in this one, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's a character I don't really care about. It was a character that was boring, that was supposed to be main character, and it's honestly a movie that doesn't take itself serious, so I'm not super upset about it. At the end of the day, like, a lot of the decisions they made in this film, I'm just like, it's an action film. Dumb entertainment. It's not that serious. Now, even though this film improved on a lot of aspects of the first one, there's a lot of issues still. The script is horrible. It's weak. The only good thing about the scripts are the funny moments from Kano and Johnny Cage, and I think I could probably tell those were all improv by the way they just interacted with each other. The characters are very one-dimensional, not really explored super well. The pacing can get rough at parts, for sure. The pacing from the first one was all over the place, but this one, it was rough at certain parts, but overall improvement. The acting is pretty bad, besides, obviously from Karl Urban and Josh Lawson. I want to see more out of Lawson. I think he's really great. The first thing I saw him in was the documentary-styled film about the second Bond actor. I think the movie's called Becoming Bond. Great film. He plays an older version, the version of that character that got Bond. Thought he did a great job. I honestly don't really have much to say about this film, because there's not really much to talk about. It's just dumb entertainment. If you're a Mortal Kombat fan, I think you're really gonna enjoy this film. When I saw it, my theater was packed with Mortal Kombat fans. They were cheering, laughing really loud at like all the good jokes and all the dumb jokes that like called back to the game. And they cheered when certain characters died, and they were upset when other characters died. So, based off my theater experience, I think Mortal Kombat fans are really going to enjoy this film. If you're not a fan, and maybe you're more into just turn your brain off kind of action films, or just wanting a good time, you're probably not going to enjoy this film that much. Unless you're like really ready for this turn your brain off. This film can get really funny, from, of course, Johnny Cage and Kano. So I really appreciate that. Out of this film. I thought the last one wasn't really funny when they tried to be. I honestly just need more of these guys, so I'm down to see a third one if these two guys are just the lead and they're just at each other's throats and they're just roasting everyone around them. Overall, this film isn't special at all. It doesn't really explain the lore really well to non-Mortal Kombat fans, but it's funny and it has a lot of dumb entertainment aspects to it. I'm giving Mortal Kombat 2 a 6 out of 10. I was tempted to give it a 5.5 out of 10, but honestly, Carl Urban and Josh Layson really stole the show, and I did great, so I'm giving it a 6. So what do you guys think of Mortal Kombat 2? Was my rating fair? Comment below your thoughts. Thanks again for watching, guys. Please subscribe and leave a like. Goodbye, y'all.